Parashat Miketz. The Parashat of Vayeshev and Miketz always hover around the holiday of Hanukkah, the holiday by which we ask deep and profound questions about our identity and the way we project this identity to the outside world. Last week, we examined a perspective on the story of Yosef and his brothers, showing the struggle that they had in trying to understand their part and their role as part of the destiny of the Jewish people. If we continue through this particular perspective, we perhaps could understand a rather strange debate that emerges between Yaakov and his children. Yaakov is depressed. Yaakov is wallowing in his sorrow, confused, not understanding how it could be that his heir apparent is gone. From his perspective, perhaps dead. What does this mean to the future of the Jewish people? Perhaps the entire great enterprise was ruined. Perhaps he failed in his mission. Circumstances send the brothers down to Egypt, and they find themselves facing Yosef, who they cannot recognize. When the brothers come back to Yaakov and explain to him the condition that Yosef put in front of them, in which they could not come down without their little brother Binyamin, Yaakov is furious. He needs to hold on to Binyamin because he is the only child of his beloved wife. He is all that he has left from the memory of Rachel. But perhaps behind the scenes, there is a much greater question at hand. Perhaps there is a greater saga that is playing out here. What bizarre argument does Reuven present to his father? Reuven says to his father, "Let me take down Binyamin with me. If I don't bring down Binyamin back to you, you may kill my two children." Is he insane? Has he lost his marbles? What is Reuven saying? "Oh, dear Abba, if I don't bring back my brother with me, you have the right to kill your two grandchildren?" How in the world would even such a thought enter his mind? What is he truly offering? As I mentioned previously, Reuven was questioning in his mind. Well, Abba needs to have more children if the building of Am Yisrael is going to be built. We need to have 12 of us. How is this going to play? So Reuven makes a critical error with Bilhah. And he is paying for it ever since. He is demoted from his status as the elder of the brothers. The leadership is transferred to his brother Yehudah. And Reuven is scrambling for answers. So Reuven says to Yaakov, "Abba, you think that I still have some questions in my mind? You think that I'm still trying to force the hand of destiny? Well, if I, as the firstborn, have to take the place of you, Abba, and I have to fill the missing tribes, it is not because I think that the Jewish people are going to emerge from me, but rather, as the firstborn, I get a double share. Which means that my children will have to be elevated to a status of tribes instead of me, and they will fulfill the missing tribe." When he says, "You will be able to kill my two children," he's not really offering the lives of his own children. That would be ludicrous. Why would Yaakov want that? What he is saying to Yaakov, "Abba, I will forgo my own two children's part of the destiny of the Jewish people if I don't bring back Binyamin to you. I have nothing to gain. I am only trying to protect this family." Yaakov categorically rejects this because he sees what Reuven doesn't see. That we no longer could play the role of God. We don't determine for God how destiny is going to play out. We cannot decide for God how the house of Israel is going to be built. There are missing pieces here. There are questions left to be answered. It is only when Yehudah comes and says to Abba, "Why are you stalling us? We could have done this long ago. Abba, if I don't bring back Binyamin to you, I myself am going to be removed from the destiny of the Jewish people. And he used those critical words. I will be an arev for my brother. I will be the one that will be culpable. I will take responsibility and offer myself as a collateral for my brother. Only when Yaakov hears these words does he understand that he could truly trust the brothers, and he sends them on to their journey. In fact, when the circumstances play out in which Binyamin is about to be taken into slavery, Yehudah steps up to the plate and says, "No, dear king, I will take his place. He will go back home to my father." The secret agenda here, one that we tend to forget because we image in our minds Binyamin as a little boy. He is referred to Nar Katan all the time. But what we miss in this great grandiose picture is that at this moment in time, Binyamin has 10 children of his own. The 10 children of Binyamin, with the 2 children of Yosef, constitute 12 tribes that were already born from the children of Rachel. That puts the entire debate between the brothers into an entirely different picture, and puts in Yosef's mind a great, awesome question. Who are the real 12 tribes now? And the test is set forth to be able to see, will the brothers step up to the plate this time and truly protect one another? If they show true arevut, then the house of Israel is complete and ready to step up to its place in the destiny of the Jewish people. This responsibility that we have to one another goes far, deep, rooted into the national psyche and the responsibility of each and every one of us. We must take responsibility for one another. And when we sit by our windows and look at the Hanukkah candles, what we need to ask ourselves is, are we truly lighting up a flame that will tingle the hearts of every single Jew that will walk down the street? Are we finding ways and rekindling the dormant candle that lies within the soul of each and every Jew? If we could answer that in an honest and true way, if we understood our arevut, we too in our generation would able to step up to fulfill the future of Jewish destiny. Shabbat Shalom.